Glad to be here. Glad to have Mr. Mycue as our feature. Just to give you a little bit of information about Ed, he was born in Niagara Falls, New York, raised in Texas from about age 11. He has been a Lowell Fellow at Boston University, a WGBH TV Boston intern, McDowell Colony Fellow, a Peace Corps teacher in Ghana, and he taught American literature. He is the editor of Norton Coker Press. His books include I Am a Fact, Not a Fiction, an online production, Song of San Francisco, Mind Walking, Night Boats, The Singing Man My Father Gave Me, Route, Route, and Range. The song returns because we speak the same language. The Torn Star, Great Country, Chronicle Damage Within the Community, Chronicle, Edward, No One for Free, Pink Garden, Brown Trees. His magazine publications include New York Quarterly, Hanging Loose, Boston Review, Washington Review, Hawaii Review, Fence, Open City, Stand, Mean Gin, Outrigger, Malahat, Outrigger 2, Signale, Arenaria, Poetry Australia, Nicolau, La Carta, Oliver, and a number of collections and events that this person has just been stellar in his production of work and contributing to the poetry scene wherever he has lived. And we're lucky enough to have him living in San Francisco, so we're about to hear him. So, without further ado or a don't, Mr. Ed Mycue, art thou ready?
I am. Thank
All
you for
right.
that. Thank you for that nice opening. I'm wearing a shirt today that was made for me back in 1973 for my first major reading, and this may be my last major reading. So, but I wear it every once in a while, and the woman who made it for me is deep in my heart. Uh, this first poem is called Home Place. Green thunder, fresh water spray at the Three Sister Islands above Niagara Falls, where it crashes down to great rock mounds into the gorge, the rapids, the Devil's Hole, roaring past below Niagara University, high above on the east side of the river, Lake Erie to Lake Ontario, going on past through Grand Island and Buffalo, going on past the city of Niagara Falls and Youngstown, and then across the lakes to Toronto in Canada, seen from the old Fort Niagara. These poems, by the way, are a selection called The Celestial Carpet, a suite of 7 poems. Roots and routes that range are there in a plain way, without any magic, and I thank friends for what remains under our tree, almost magically a fact. A purple flower. A purple flower came to my house to dance, to sing and twirl, and do a little jig. A purple flower came to my house and winked. It gave a little nudge and tipped its wing. Next one is a memory for Margot, my sister, who died a few years ago, the Grand Margot, who used to be with the New Shakespeare Company and the San Francisco Mime Troupe and was responsible for me coming to San Francisco. She had also taught at Santa Clara University. But the 50s really take me home. I was born in the Depression 1930s. We left Niagara Falls in a 46 Ford 1948 and drove to Dallas. We 9. I was 11 and in the 6th grade in Our Lady of Perpetual Help, where Sister Mary Catherine was principal and Father Burns, then Father McCooey, then Monsignor Folletti was priest. Sister Mary Nolaska was my teacher, and Luther Bartlett, Walter McAdams, Mary Pasternak, and Esther Biazzati were some of my greatest pals. Or it could have been Joe Biazzati and Patsy Van Winkle. Patsy, the little brother, in my sister Margot's class was legally named Mr. Van Winkle because that sharecropper raised, day proud Arkansas dad declared that by God, they're going to call my son Mr. I graduated 8th grade in 1951, and off we went. My best of buddies, Frank Knickerbocker, Nicky Knickerbocker, and me to N.R. Crozier Technical High School, right in Dallas's center on Bryant Street, where from Mr. Stubblefield's bedroom window, I saw the Republic National Bank grow to its aluminum 50 floors. There, my gal pal Dixie Doyth was the first president of the first Elvis Presley fan club, claim to fame, and classmate Trini Lopez had his band, the Tech Wolves, and we had silver and maroon colors. And the years come and the years go, but the 50s really take me home. A sea change. Fish in a net, old salts, as the wheels keep turning, in a spinning plate half dipping into the Pacific Ocean here, and you and I are at Land's End, on this tilting rake stage where great ships foundered. Their sentences of life and death are unfinished symphonies. A future out there, our audience who sailed in to watch a sea change, diminishing stardust, a gusher, pinkening milky sunrise, sunset in the gloaming, thickening light, a sea scar as roses silt down the sea to sleep. The wheel is round and life pushes. Photography winds over time, westering, voicing the mind's brown shale, for it took a lifetime to flower, to fly, to sail this sea, this widening light, where I hear voices under the surface of consciousness, and that is harmony's memory rising up. Sea songs. Sea songs slumber in a morning at sea. The swimmers shine in coral sunshine. Sails adorn the realms of burning light. Strong wind, clad with lightning shower. Kiss my lips, claims my speedy speaking. Mixed fire, we wandered here as a burglar hiding in a ghost time. The next one now, from a faded sepia photograph. My hair was severely brushed and my damp face looked pink, painted over and blotched. I had a young, firm face then, and I would have been wide-eyed, waiting to catch it, whatever it was, to catch it and to take it apart, to understand what the virus life was presenting to me. Me who couldn't then have seen myself or my kind as a virus swarming out of our planet, attempting to colonize and perhaps conquer stars. Last week, early, I sat at my window looking at the large, heavy cones being attacked by huge, awkward crows, disturbing all other life in that tree. The goddamn greedy things. I recall great-grandmother Jane Delahan, Grammy, warning against following the crows before you die, the way rodents do, who pick up the greedy crows leaving. But I now see I have become a crow, and though part of a system, I see in this grainy photograph that I am conscious with a bad conscience. And that's the 7 poems from that. And see where I am. Okay. Beyond the source. Contact is prying recognition. Like match against surface, it is not the fire. Flint is stone cold. A little world, selected, limited, home. You come in to a house a second time. Maybe you've stopped noticing things. For life, not for red gold we work, war, hunger, dying, forgetting, forgotten.
You went mute.
Okay, I'm back. Okay. For life, not for red gold, our New Jerusalem's struggle for simple dreams, for days to end in. Horse and cart, cart and horse, we must start beyond the source, not how it came. Well, just how did it go? Now, I think I probably have 5 minutes left. Is that right, David? Well,
No, that's wrong. You have 11 minutes left.
oh, I must be reading very fast. The Phoenix.
It's very fast.
Oh, the Phoenix. All that noisy night, the Phoenix flamed, crackling embers into singeing song, scorching fog, fuchsia, western laurel tree raising memories of my flower years. Smoke clouding what passes, these keys of flesh. Time, the Phoenix, enters the sun dance, fragmenting, shattering, grinding down my tired half dreams of a failed dream, and scooping from that mist of muffled bones one frail and fragrant puff of finished fuse. Fleeing, finding stars, sirens screaming, years turn, hope spins again in the morning. So what could never end might never end, might yet still come again. The Phoenix. The most recent publication in print is this little book. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see it? I am a fact, not a fiction. Okay, you can see it. I am a fact, not a fiction, and it's another book with a art cover by Richard Steger, who also does other poems within several of those books over the last 50 some years. So I think I would read the title poem, which is, it's only 25 poems, by the way. I am a fact, not a fiction, a rite, not a ritual, a progression, not a procedure, a song, not a schedule. I am in my life and I live it, partake it, enjoy it, wonder at it. I'm green leaves a quiver, red clouds a flutter, wacky as Christopher Smart, talking to cats, and alone in dark forests and short pants. I am Niagara River, crashing over the falls, cascading through the gorge to the Devil's Hole, sweeping into the last Great Lake, from Erie to Ontario, surging into the Great Lawrence, the great river Lawrence, into my mother Atlantic, rising forward and into the clouds, into hurricanes. I cut with the knife of the times, out onto the rocks, the Cape of Good Hope, to India, South China Sea, sieving through Oceania's islands, Pacific kingdoms, up past Galapagos north, home shore, Mission Rock, San Francisco, and my love's bed. And I am a fact, not a fiction. And a few short poems now. We leave nothing behind. What we experience, we are. Much passes through us, but we leave nothing behind. What we are, we are. What we have been is us. What is left is nothing. We leave nothing behind. Like an earthworm caught in time, much passes through us. What we have been, we were. What is left is nothing. We leave nothing behind. Yesterdreams, the starlight. A bronze pair of booties holding down a sagging telephone line. Picture from a gone time, but one that still is out my window. Here, on our street, next to olive trees with plastic bags caught in them, witches' cowls filled with passing breezes. Amid cause of prose and occasions when the seabirds escape east from oceans storms and west to California from the Sierras when calmer settling back in our parking lots, deciding whether maybe east or west again, birds moving, passing, pausing, only flitting hummingbirds silent so far. And my mind's bronze booties image there from pairs of tennis shoes often caught on lines where the drug runners mark territories. My San Francisco mind has become marked with long, densely textured decades written, cared for, polished, discarded, and somehow written again because the mind wasn't finished with them. And I was unable to find a step-down program to get free from the voices and the visions when I'm dead. Where will those booties go? Will there be telephone lines and poles? Will it all sink as sediment under risen shores, scraped, lathered by empowered tides, with only the birds on their ways and their days that alone continue while below the fish swim above our yesterday's silt? In fog, rain, wind, and sun, without anyone, until time arrives and Earth itself fractures into space that collides beyond my dreaming and deeming. Valleys of departure. As in November, when we plant tulips, hyacinth, and daffodils pointing as old bonds, grown dull among mutable imaginary satisfactions like those meiotic moments in dream carts of hay, those things remembered, trail reflect attractions. The torpor brought from the soft thocking has gone and left us, only us. It is time and nothing waits. It is time and nothing waits. It is time and nothing waits. And on this great wave, this is bitter, life is brief, friendships passing, time's the thief. Life is bitter, this is brief, passing friendships surpassed by grief. Time is liquid, each sunset renews our floating leaf. And I think that's my time, isn't it, David? Thank you. I might as well stop anyway. Thank you very much.
You got 4 minutes, you still have 4 minutes.
4 minutes, what? Oh, I don't know what I can learn in 4 minutes. After time is ripe, it is banished. Root did not eat down. Now sit, judge. Now the sky begins to split open. Other than this is not now. I do not know other than this, other, there where we are not. Now here is. Nuclear swords die, electric knots hang over candidates for Alexander's shoes and stare into futures for accidents from yesterday's tapestry. Rot does eat down, seasons scatter, and we read in them, fraying. Black mirrors, white minutes, manure to loam, meat is absurd, of is from's motive, what is wise dance. Ideas nuclear ripe, coral mouth their blind windows, now sit in judgment on the past. And out of that dark doorway, remember now. Now is not elsewhere. We were not there and do not know an elsewhere, because now here is. Other there where we are not. I do not know other than this. Other than this is not now. And now my sky begins to split open. And now sit and now judge. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Unmute.
Bravo,
Wow.
bravo.
Great reading, Ed, man, fantastic.
Yeah,
Beautiful, Ed. Beautiful.
Thank
Wow.
you.
Great,
Thank you all for listening.
great,
oh,
Ed.
oh my God.
Beautiful work.
Love
What a
it,
set.
love it, love it. Oh my goodness. Yeah.